Good evening, YouTube. Spin Pixie here, and I am Thursday's hostess for the Biophilic Alternative. Today, I wanted to talk to you a little about planetary magic and correspondence. And the reason I thought that I would do this video is because personally, I never really worked a whole lot with planetary correspondence until recently. I always knew it was there. I just never really considered adding it to my practice. But I have found that it is a very big part now of what I do. And it adds such a huge amount of oomph to a spell. It just kind of kicks it up a notch. And so I thought that what I would do this evening is I would talk to you guys a little about planetary correspondence and hours and such. Now, I know that there was another YouTuber, I think Danu's Dragonfly did something on full moon magic, but I don't know. I know we use the same site, but I don't know if she had any of this information in that video. For some reason, YouTube won't let me finish playing that video. So hopefully I don't repeat any of her information. So let's go ahead and get started here. So why use the planets in the things that we do? Well, because like any of the herbs or any other implements in spell work, planetary hours, days, times, they all have sort of correspondences that work with the magic that we do. So especially if you're working on more of like an alchemy or a manifesting point of view, and you're using those universal energies to bring things into existence, these planetary energies can help you greatly in making sure that your spell gets off the ground and goes where it needs to go, and these energies are going to help that spell work move a lot faster. So let me go ahead and get into some of the correspondences, and we'll talk a little bit about the planets. So, first of all, planetary hours are not the same as our hours. They're not always 60-minute hours. Sometimes they're a half an hour, sometimes they're 2 hours, and they're never the same every day. It's the same 7 planets, but it's never the same every day. It starts from sunrise and goes to sunset, and then starts again at sunset to sunrise. So you can have a planet such as Jupiter come up 4 times in a 24-hour period. It just, that's how it happens sometimes. Let me go ahead and get into the correspondences. And just so I make sure that I mention this, this is coming from a site called lunarium.co.uk, and I will put the link to this website in the description. They also have that app that Daniel was talking about. It's called iLuna, and it's for Android and the iPhone, and I believe it is free. Okay, so Sunday, the ruling planet is the sun. The motto for this day is, "The world is your oyster, we are blessed." The color for this day is gold. The spells to work for this day are love, peace, healing, spirituality, advancement, success, power, change, protection, and for God rituals, so male deity rituals. Monday, the ruling planet, of course, is the moon. The motto for the day is another Mystic Monday. The color is pale lavender to silver. To incorporate these energies, spell works should include intuition, peace, fertility, and inspiring your inner muse. This is a wonderful day to connect to your inner self. Your intuition and inspiration are both enhanced when imbued with moon energy. So use today's energy to do things like psychic work, intuition, divination, and clairvoyance. Also, this is a day for goddess rituals and fairy magic. Tuesday, the ruling planet is Mars. The motto for this day is, "Today you are a warrior. Press onward." The color, of course, is red. To incorporate this day's energies, Spell working should include courage, confrontations, strength, passion, and protection. This is also a day to muster your courage and wake your inner passions. Is also a good day to cut away what no longer serves you. And you can also use this day to inspire passions, boost your confidence, win any victory. Mars is a warrior. So if you need that spiritual, if you're fighting that spiritual battle, or if you're feeling like you're being attacked psychically, this is the day to end those confrontations, to do the work for that. Today is also a good day for getting your defenses up, doing your protection magic. Okay, Wednesday, the ruling planet is Mercury. The motto for this day is the pursuit of knowledge and the practice of wisdom. The color for this day is yellow, and to incorporate this day's energies, your spell works should include travel, money, academic success, communication, knowledge, scholarship. This day is also a day to plug into your studies or any kind of magical work that you need to be doing, spell work, any kind of work that will develop your awareness or speed communications. Today is a day for learning facts and for just anything that involves the intellect, communication, things of that nature, and also for gaining information. Thursday, the ruling planet is Jupiter. The motto of the day is good fortune smiles upon me. This is a day to do spell work dealing with jobs or careers, prosperity, friendship. The color for today, of course, is green. So this is a day of generosity. It's a day of to deal with marital matters and spiritual riches. So this is your good fortune day. Anything that involves you getting success or becoming more successful, thinking of yourself as deserving the best of everything. On Friday, the ruling planet is Venus. Motto for this day is beauty, joy, and love be with you. Spell works for this day, of course, should include spells of love, either love for another or love for yourself, and self-esteem, love for humanity, appreciation, having the attitude of gratitude, having joy in your heart, knowing that you are wonderful, beautiful, and deserving of the best. The color for this day is pink. And you can also do spell work for friendships, beauty, natural art, and recreation. And finally, Saturday, the ruling planet, of course, is Saturn. The motto of this day is forgive and forge ahead. The key word for this day is knowledge, especially esoteric knowledge. The color is blue, and the spell works for this day should include banishing limitations or the release of all clutter that is keeping you down, release of pain, guilt, resentment, fear, anger, anything. It's a good day for transforming all the negativity into positive. With Saturn, you can cast out all of your troubles and all of the bad things and do the work to get rid of them. Now, Saturn is also a planetary energy that requires hard work. So this is not just a day to la-di-da do a spell for these things to be gone. It's probably a good day for shadow work, to release these negative things and to transform these sort of unwanted energies. It's also a good day for breaking bad habits. So whatever you consider to be a bad habit, procrastination, laziness, whatever your bad habits are, it's a good day to start the process of breaking them. So those are your planetary correspondences and what they pertain to. You can find a further list of this on luminarium.co.uk. Again, the link will be in the description. Also by downloading iLuna. I believe iLuna will tell you when the different planetary hours are, so that if you do want to do a spell at, say, Jupiter o'clock, then you can go ahead and do that. I like to set reminders for myself, so that way I know. So now that we've talked about all of the correspondences, days, mottos, etc., let me go ahead and give you just some other information on how you can use planetary energies in the spells that you do. So if you have crystals, let's say, for example, you have crystals that pertain to money, like lodestone, for example, and you really need to draw that money to you. You can take it out on and charge it on a Sunday during the sun hour, or you can. Some people just use the hours. Some people use the days. Some people like to use both. So whichever one, whichever one kind of makes you feel the energy more, you can take it out and charge it during that hour, and get that sun energy into that lodestone. If you have a bloodstone and you want to charge it, probably at Mars hour, you can do that, and it'll help you if you're having any sort of battles with health or anything like that. And just taking your crystals out at particular hours that correspond with them, and just adding that planetary layer of energy on your crystal, that will definitely help emphasize the energy of the crystals. The other thing is, if you want to do your full moon ritual or your dark moon ritual, trying to find hours that correlate. So if you want to do your moon ritual 1 hour, and then your spell work for whatever the next hour, and so on and so forth, you can plan your spell work by the hour. And finally, if you live somewhere where you get a lot of snowstorms, rainstorms, ice storms, what have you, especially thunderstorms, you can, capture, sorry, let me try that again. Pay attention to when the storm starts, and use that energy of that hour as when your storm broke, to capture that into your water and have the planetary energy infuse that water for your spell. So if you want to do a love spell, and it just so happens that there was a snowstorm, or let's say a snowstorm, and in Venus hour on a Friday, and capture that snow. And if there is somebody who you really admire and want them to admire you back, but they seem a bit cold to you, use that snow and make it like that. As that snow melts, their feelings towards you will melt and become less frosty. Things like that you can do with the waters that you get. If you want to make an herbal water with herbs that pertain to love, let's say rose petals and apples and cinnamon and demiana and lily and just all these love herbs, and infuse it with that water collected during your Venus snowstorm, you could have a really nice little water spell done. The planetary energies are just limitless when you use them in your spells. So hopefully I've given you a little to think about, and hopefully you'll try, if you haven't already, try using planetary hours and influences in your spell work, other than just, what the moon is doing and whatnot. And speaking of which, on this lunarium, it also has what it means when the moon is in the various houses. Excuse me. So if you're wondering what the moon means when it's in Aries, it'll have that for you there on the website. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you next week. Have a beautiful blue moon, and I'll see you later. Many blessings. Bye-bye.